Hello and welcome. I'm Lucy Newport, the creator and lead teacher at Cultivate, and I'm going to take you through a short yoga practice today that'll help you feel more rested and restored after a day at your desk. You just need some comfortable clothes that you can move around in and a yoga mat, and we'll get started. Okay, we're going to start seated, and it's absolutely worth taking the time to get really nice and comfortable here. So we're going to be here a couple of minutes. Maybe you want to grab a cushion or pillow just to pop underneath your hips, make this a little more comfortable. And when you're here, just taking a gentle rock one side and then over to the other. Just a couple more times like this, just gently easing into this seated position. Lovely. And then coming up, allowing your spine to be tall, reaching up through the top of your head. And then let everything just soften a little bit. Relaxing through your jaw, through your shoulders. Just noticing if there's any holding around your belly, your hips, your thighs. Just softening here. Lovely. And bring your awareness now to your breath, to your breathing pattern. Notice where you feel your breath moving through your body. Noticing the lengths of each inhale and each exhale. Noticing if there are any pauses in between. Now see if you can allow each breath to be a little bit softer and a little bit longer, and at the same time just a little bit fuller than the one before. Some nice, easy, slow, full breaths in and out of your nose. It's this nice, slow, easy breathing pattern that we want to take with us into the rest of this little practice today. Let your hands come down alongside you. Next inhale, just sweeping them up either side, reaching at the top. Palms softly come together and then down, just gently resting the base of your hands into your chest. Couple of last breaths here. Good, and then opening your eyes. Lovely, we're going to start moving a little more now, so bring your right hand down alongside you. Next inhale, sweeping that left arm up and over. Nice big stretch through the side of your body. And hold still here. It might be nice to bring just a little bit of movement through the upper body. Good. And letting your left hand come down to the floor. Walking both hands nice and slowly through center, so through a little forward fold here. Then round over to the left. So left hand comes down beside you. Right hand sweeps up and over. Nice big stretch through your right side now. Feel this right side of your rib cage expand as you inhale. Maybe bring a little bit of gentle movement here. Lovely. And the right hand comes down. And walk your hands through center. Just pausing here. Let your head and neck relax a little. Maybe a gentle sway if that feels good. And walk your hands back in towards your body. Coming back to seated, hands can just rest on your knees or your thighs. We're going to take an easy roll through the neck, so rolling one way. Just noticing how this feels today. If there are any spots that feel particularly tight, feel free to hold or move around here. Next time your head comes through center, reverse in the direction. Notice if your shoulders have started to creep up and just relaxing them back down. Lovely, and then coming back up. We're going to crawl on over to our hands and our knees. No rush getting here. Finding your way into a tabletop position. And bring your fingers spread nice and wide, but not forcing anything. Bring your shoulders roughly over your wrists. Your knees roughly underneath your hips with your toes pointing straight back. Just a little rock from side to side here, warming up the wrists. Good, and coming through center, gonna bring your hips over to the right as you bring your head over to the left, maybe looking over your left shoulder. And back through center, hips come over to the left as your head comes to the right. If it feels okay in your neck, looking over that shoulder. And one more time each side. Good, and back through center. And we're just going to start to move your body here. So, moving however feels good for you today. Maybe your shoulders are feeling a little tense and they want a bit of movement here. Maybe you want to get more into your lower back. Maybe a little more into your chest. So this is totally up to you here. So really listening to what your body's asking for today. Maybe hips come back to help you stretch around the back of those shoulders. Maybe you want to spend a little more time moving your head and neck. It really doesn't matter what this looks like at all. It's just about unwinding, unraveling that tension in your body. Good, just a couple more breaths here. Really getting into those tight spots. Good, and then feet come together, knees together, sitting back onto your heels. Just let your hands come onto the center of your chest. Close your eyes if that's comfortable. Just checking back in, noticing how you're feeling. Noticing any sensations in your body. Good. You can let your hands come down. You're going to walk them back up to the top of the mat. And this time we're going to lean a little bit over to the left as you bring your right foot up and in between your hands. Now you can use your hands to help bring your leg up here. You can wiggle it across your mat. Whatever you need to do to get here. And then shifting your left knee back slightly so that your right knee can be roughly over your right ankle. And here, opening up a little bit through the chest. Might be nice to rock just very gently from side to side through the hips. If that doesn't feel good today, then just holding still here, listening to your needs. Gentle press through the feet, feeling this engagement through the legs. Lovely, then tucking your back toes under. We're going to roll onto the right heel into this half splits. So keep a little bend through this right knee, especially if you can feel any kind of tugging down the back of your leg. And opening up your chest here a little bit, maybe walking your fingers back towards your body. Couple of nice, full, slow breaths. Good. Walking your fingers back up as your foot rolls back onto the mat. You can bring your right hand inside the foot. We're just going to walk the foot off the mat, bringing it back alongside your left. Letting your hips come to your heels and coming to a child's pose here. So head relaxes towards the floor. Just checking that your arms are relaxed here. If you notice they're straight, just bending, letting everything soften. Lifting your head, neck, chest. Little press through your hands as you come back up, back towards this tabletop position. We'll do the same on the other side. So leaning right a little as you bring your left foot up. You can wiggle across your mat, you can use your hands, and then shifting this right knee back just a little bit. Lovely. The fingertips are going to stay on the floor. Gently opening up through the chest, looking up a little. You can hold here or take a little bit of movement. Good, now tucking those back toes under, rolling onto your left heel. Fingertips can walk back with you. Find this lift through the chest. So if you're rounding here, see if you can open up just a little. Left toes are drawing towards your body. Lovely, one more breath here. You can walk your fingertips back, up, landing on your foot. Left hand comes inside as you walk that left foot off the mat, and leaning right as you bring it back. Now bring your toes together, knees come nice and wide as your mat, and easing yourself down to the floor, so wide-legged child's pose this time. Maybe your forehead comes down to the ground, softening around your hips, your belly, your shoulders, coming back to your breath. Lifting your head, neck, forehead, pressing your hands into the mat. We're going to ease our way onto our back, so just coming down. Knees can stay bent, so bring them along with you, giving them a gentle squeeze into your chest, maybe a little rock from side to side. And let your knees come all the way over to the right. Left arm can come out alongside you. Maybe your right hand rests on your outer left thigh. If it feels okay on your neck, you can turn to look over that left shoulder. Close your eyes here. Notice if there's any way you're holding tension that you don't need to. Just softening around this area. Next, inhale, knees come back through center and straight over to the left. And you want this to feel really comfortable and restorative, so adjust the height of your knees, position of your hips if you need. Bring your right arm out long, turning to look over that shoulder. Back to these slow breaths. Lovely, and nice and easy, rolling onto your back. Hands come around your shins. Maybe lifting your forehead up towards your knees as you give yourself a little squeeze here. Good, and head, neck comes down softly. One foot comes to the floor, followed by the other. And let your legs come out nice and long now. So we're coming to a final relaxation. Hands out alongside your body and really taking up as much space as you want to today. Making any last little adjustments and then closing your eyes. Relaxing through your feet and ankles, your lower legs and knees. Relaxing through your thighs and your hips. And softening any tension holding around your belly, your lower back. Feeling this move up through your body to your chest and your upper back. And relaxing your hands and your wrists, your forearms, elbows, upper arms and shoulders. Relaxing your neck and your jaw. And softening all the muscles in your face, and all the muscles around your head. Feeling your whole body soft and heavy, completely relaxed. And let your mind come to rest here too. Bring a little more movement back to your body, to your fingers, your toes. Maybe having a little stretch here. And use your hands to help you come to roll onto one side of your body. And then up to a seated position, so any position that feels good for you today. Could be cross-legged or kneeling. And when you're here, just letting your hands rest on your knees, your thighs. Coming back to your breath. Lovely. Fingertips down to the mat. Then up either side of you. Palms together and down. Resting the base of your hands into your chest. Notice how you're feeling right now. And then when you're ready, slowly opening your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for this little class today. I hope you are feeling more rested and restored and that you enjoy the rest of your day. If you know someone else who you think would benefit from this practice, please do share it with them. And make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any future classes. I'll see you soon.